You join me today at Crewe railway station on the West Coast Main Line. And today's adventure is kind of a cat and mouse chase, to be honest with you, because I'm chasing a diesel locomotive, but I can only chase it in two different locations. Crewe, which is where I'm currently at, and Chester. So the stations are very limited today where I'm chasing this diesel locomotive. But let's take a sneak peek now and see what diesel locomotive we are chasing today. So this is the diesel locomotive right behind me that I'm chasing today. A British Railways Class 45 diesel locomotive, nicknamed Peaks. This is 45118. I'm going to get it departing Crewe, and I'm going to get the next available train to Chester so we can capture this Class 45 at Chester. So that was a nice departure of the Class 45 departing Crewe station. It's also got a Class 47 with it as well. Now I'm kind of a bit worried because it left Crewe 10 minutes early. So it's going to get to Chester early. Now I planned it to get the 10:21 Transport for Wales service to Chester. And then 25 minutes that Class 45 departs Chester. Now if it leaves early, there's a chance it could miss it. So the train right behind me here, this Transport for Wales service, is the 10:05 to Llandudno. I'm going to capture this train instead to get to Chester earlier than planned. So we have left Crewe station at 10:05. However though, the Class 45 Peak arrived into Chester at 10:02. Let's hope we can get there before it departs Chester. So just now pulling into Chester, the Class 45 with the Class 47 is still at Chester.
We are now approaching Chester.
Thank you. So we have now made it to Chester. The Class 45 with the Class 47 is still sitting on the platform. Now I'm going to wait for the 10:21 off Crewe to arrive at Chester because it terminates at Chester at 10:44. And let's see how it would have played out if I caught that train instead of the 10:05 off Crewe to Llandudno. What a tease that was. I thought that was departing there, that caught me off guard. But no, it's only pulled up to the signal. So I would have been alright. I could have caught the 10:21 off Crewe and still made it in Chester before the Class 47 and the Class 45 departed. See, nothing to worry about. So So the Class 47 and the Class 45 did depart Chester on time. I would have been alright if I got the 1021 from Crewe to Chester, and I would have been alright if I got the Avanti West Coast service to Chester, which goes on to Holyhead. So they're going back to Crewe now, but they're going to have a bit of a rest, and then they're going to come back out this afternoon to do another test run. We shall get that at Crewe later on this afternoon. In the meantime though, we do have some rail operation group Class 37s at Chester, and I've actually brought some with them interesting, because I haven't seen one of these units for a while, but a Class 175 diesel multi-unit is being taken to Landor Street in Swansea. So we're going to see if we get that departing now. So it was great to see those rail operation group Class 37s with that Class 175 departing Chester. So we're going to head back to Crewe now to get the Class 45 and the Class 47 again. My train right behind me is the 1232 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston. We're going to take this to Crewe. Unfortunately, it's not the Class 805s which entered service now, it's the Class 221 Super Voyager. So this potentially could be my last Class 221 Super Voyager ride for Avanti West Coast. Let's hop on the train now and let's go back to Crewe.
If you see something that doesn't look right.
So according to open time trains, the Class 45 and the Class 47 are sitting in the platform at Crewe. Interesting. So we have now made it back to Crewe. Right behind me here is a Class 805, one of the Avanti West Coast new trains, the Everose, which are replacing the Class 221 Super Voyagers. Now, speaking of the Class 221 Super Voyagers, I did see something on the train as I was heading back to Crewe. Earlier I said I was worried about the Class 45 and the Class 47 running early. Well, I was supposed to be due off Crewe at 1:30, 13:29. However, though, they left Crewe 41 minutes earlier. I saw them on the train as I was heading to Crewe. And you just see my reaction now after I saw them on the train. And honestly, it's really disappointing, and it sucks that I did not get them leaving Crewe. But however, I did notice on real-time trains that they left Chester 116 minutes early. So they're on the way back to Crewe right now. It's a good job I did miss the Class 47, the Class 45, because it was Class 47 leading to Chester and it was Class 45 leading heading back to Crewe. So literally just parked down the bottom here. So I'm going to head down there now to film them out of Crewe station. To be honest, that Class 45 did caught me off guard as it was leaving, because I was about to take a photo and next minute they started moving it, so I just filmed a going away shot of it. But honestly, it has really been fun chasing that Class 45 and Class 47 today between Crewe and Chester. And most of the time we did get it, but there was that one time that I did miss seeing it because it ran early. So I'm going to put another video right here. Feel free to give that a click. People on screen now, YouTube channel members and Patreon supporters, thank you for supporting the channel. I've been SarahWithTheTrains. Thanks for watching. I'll see you down the line at the next railway station for a new adventure.